Stage. She is 13-0 with 11 knockouts. Please welcome the Sweet Terminator, Shazasia Green. You're right there on the outside. And her opponent, she is the former undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, the heavy-hitting diva, Franchon Cruz DAZN. Shazasia, we'll start with you. Obviously, a big opportunity for you on Friday night. How do you feel going into this world title match?
I feel great. It's been a long time coming. I paid my dues to the sport. This matchup was supposed to be some time ago, but it's finally here. And I feel amazing and I'm ready to go. Thanks to MVP, Jake Paul, and Nikisa for making this happen. This is a dream come true.
Franchon, obviously, you're the former super middleweight champion of the world. A chance to get some titles back around your waist on Friday. Where are you mentally right now? You showed up. You're not going to talk? All right. Shazasia, that means you've got to carry the load here. Yesterday, she made an interesting comment on an interview she did. She said, I move in love, Shazasia moves in hate. I don't deal with that negative energy. What's your reaction to that?
It's no reaction. You know, those are her sentiments. I've forgiven Franchon for, you know, everything she's done in the past, so I can compete with the level head. She know what she did, you know, as far as upcoming to this event, but it doesn't matter anymore. The contract is signed, the belt is on the line, and here we are. 11
knockouts and 13 wins. Is that your goal for this fight? Stop her?
Absolutely. That's what I do. That's what the Sweet Terminator is named after. If the knockout is there, I'm going for it.
Some people feel you have somewhat similar styles. Do you see any similarities between you and Franchon boxing-wise?
Absolutely not. Not to take anything away from Franchon Cruz, she's a great fighter. Respects to her, what she's done for the sport, what she does do well. She's good at it. But I'm a boxer and a puncher, and my record shows that. I have the technical skills, the technical abilities. I can do it all, so, you know.
What did I do to you?
Where's the poster?
What did I do to you? This is your time to say what I did to you.
You want to know what you did to me?
Yeah.
We were teammates on the USA team, right?
Mm-hmm.
You remember that? Kazakhstan? 2016 World Championships?
Yeah.
You remember spitting on me?
I remember that you disrespected me, and we had an opportunity to fight.
But she had no knowledge. She had no knowledge. She moved with love.
No.
You moved with love. You don't remember spitting on me.
No. Do you remember trying to embarrass me for supporting women's boxing?
I remember asking
I don't know what you're talking about.
I remember asking you if you were with Team USA because you were bigging up one of Clarissa Shields' opponents. And
people that I had history with, people that I've competed at the World Tournament since 2005 with, supporting all women's boxing.
Okay, so
all women's boxing.
You asked me a question and I just answered it.
Yeah,
you said that I remember embarrassing you and disrespecting you, so I just told you where that might have came from. Do you remember spitting on me while I was getting on the elevator?
I remember we had a conversation in a lobby where you had plenty of space and opportunity to get any issue you had with me out, and you opted not to. There were plenty of witnesses there.
Do you remember spitting on me, though?
I remember you stepping in my face.
Do you remember me getting on the elevator and you said, you know what I think of you when you spitting on me?
I remember you stepping in my face.
So you don't remember spitting on me?
I remember you embarrassing me in front of people
for
supporting women's boxing.
Understood.
For supporting women's boxing. And I remember me talking to you in private as you tried to embarrass me in front of people, talking to you in private, and I gave you space and opportunity to do what you felt you need to do. Okay, and now we have the opportunity this December 15th.
Okay. And I'm appreciative. I'm glad you're here.
But guess what?
And I forgive you. I forgive you, even if you don't admit it.
When you fought, I still cheered for you.
I still cheer for you too.
And that's what you're supposed to do.
That's what you're supposed
to do. When you talk about Team USA is a family. I represent this country, right? And if we have issues, we deal with them. There was plenty years. If you wanted to talk about that, we could have talked about that. And even in this situation, I've never bashed you coming up. I've been focused on what I have to focus on.
Well, Franchon,
if you had an issue with me, you could have plenty.
If we being honest, Franchon, there's plenty of interviews where you act like you don't even know who I am.
You don't like me. What do you want me to do? And I never did that. I said you are an ambitious competitor.
So many interviews where you act like you never heard of Shadeja Green.
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything. I want you to step into the ring Friday night, December 15th. I'm praying to God that you are at your best.
I showed
and
up.
we will put on the show. Thank you, and I appreciate that. Thank you. All is forgiven.
It's nothing to forgive.
All is forgiven.
It's nothing to forgive.
Okay.
You have something to eat, like I said before. If that's what gets you going, fine. Whatever you got to do to feel good and sleep at night, that's fine.
You did say that you took the hard road getting to where you are, and that she took the easy road by having fights in Colombia.
That's her journey. That's what she felt she needed to do. That's the thing. Winners focus on winning, right? That's all I've ever done in my career. I've always betted on myself and focused on getting where I need to get to. Honestly, if I wouldn't even bet on myself and focused on my journey, she wouldn't maybe have had an opportunity. She probably would have got there sometime, but every step that was made that I did, other women before me, other women with me, created these opportunities for both of us. So I don't know what else she wants from me. We're just going to get it on.
As for the fight itself, is she on your level? I mean, you're a former undisputed champion. Do you feel like she's on your level?
Whatever she feels, the narrative that's been presented, she's a good fighter. She's ambitious. She can fight. I mean, she got 13 fights. What do you want me to say?
I did look at the Las Vegas lines, and they had her as a 7-1 favorite against you.
I don't even know how that stuff works. I'm being honest.
That means if you bet $1 on you, you get 7. And you
well,
have to
shit,
bet $7.
Y'all better bet on me, get some money.
Are you surprised that you're a big betting favorite against a former world champion like that?
I'm not surprised, but again, I would be a fool to sit up here and make it seem like Franchon is not a force to be reckoned with. She's a former undisputed world champion. So even though you look on the betting odds and you see me up, you know, there's a lot of people in the boxing world who do not want me to win this fight.
Same here.
There's a lot of people in you know, my partners, and you know.
Why don't they want you to win the fight?
Let me just say this. Franchon, you know, I understand what she says she had the hard way up, but honestly, I've had it harder than everybody.
You can't say that.
I honestly have.
You can't say that.
But Franchon is known. She's been on the platforms, and it wasn't. And I'm gonna stand tall on this. If it wasn't for Nikisa and Jake Paul and MVP, I would not be here. They gave me that opportunity, and I'm gonna make sure that I take well advantage of it. I was Franchon mandatory for 2 years, and what she did was she went and fought Savannah Marshall, who now I was Savannah Marshall's mandatory. Now she's quoting our MVP saying she's got Franchon because Savannah Marshall don't want to see me neither. So at the end of the day, I had it harder than everybody.
Can I say something?
I was her mandatory. We could have got it on. It was ordered. She took the belts to 160.
Can I say something?
Absolutely.
Since we talking honesty, hasn't it been plenty of times where I reached out to you outside of social media and tried to speak to you and let you know, like, things that was going on? It was business. The people that represent you is who you needed to speak to. As far as me fighting Savannah,
Franchon, you told me that my team dropped the ball. You told me that my manager, that Nikisa and MVP dropped the ball. That's what you told me.
Tell you, when you
That's what you DM'd me on Instagram and said.
Listen to me. Listen, I'm going to tell you, and I have texts and everything to back it up.
We don't have each other number. Remember, I'm not a part of the family.
I'm talking about with your managers.
Okay.
And trying to make and this is real honest to God. This is why I said we need to have a conversation. When you fought, mind you, this fight with Savannah was in the making since October previous, before you became the mandatory. This is fact. When I went over to the UK, this fight.
So when did I fight Aline to become?
You fought February of 2022.
So when was the fight with Savannah?
2023?
When was the fight with Savannah?
No, when Savannah fought Clarissa.
Okay.
When I went over there, we were already putting the fight into the works. When you fought,
you think that was fair though?
No,
she fought at 160.
Listen. Can you understand
I'm
how the business works?
168. You 168.
When you fought in February 3rd, we approached
February
Mike.
4th.
February 3rd. My manager approached your manager, Mike, and tried to make the fight. We have communications after that.
Your manager, Peter Kahn, approached my manager, who?
Yes, Mike, who represents MVP.
Okay.
We had conversations. We have text messages. He knew what was on the table. We said, okay, are we going to make the fight with Shadeja and Franchon? At that time, MVP did not have a platform or a network and gave the okay for us to fight. And I will send you those texts. This is me talking to you.
Well, the fight is here.
I will send
December
you those
15th
texts, so you talk
at the
to them
Caribbean
about
Royale.
that.
And it's time.
It's fun.
It's time.
All right,
You
let's
wanna
get one
go?
final.
And
Let's
that's
get one
what
final word
matters.
for both you guys. Obviously, I can't wait to see these two women punch each other in the face, and you can do that on Friday night. Let's start with the former champ. What's going to happen on Friday night?
Listen, at the end of the day, don't test my gangster. Don't test my character. I'll keep it straight 100 with you, and we're going to fight December 15th. I showed
ma'am.
up, I'm putting up, and I'm going to show out.
Okay.
And Shadeja, your final thoughts.
You know, this is the most you've ever heard the sweet Terminator talk, gifted that name by Jake Paul. I don't do too much talking. When I get in the ring, my hands do the talking, and that's what's going to happen. Friday. It's my night. I paid my dues. I'm ready. I will be your WBC Super Middleweight World Champion, as I should have been. That's all I got to say.
Let's give them both a round of applause, everybody.
We'll see.
Cannot wait for this
We'll
one.
see.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, not many boxers have done or are doing what Jake Paul has accomplished so far and looks to accomplish as he tries to become a boxing world champion. He's been criticized for every fight from the haters. You're not fighting professional boxers. You're not fighting guys with enough skill. Well, he's taken on a fighter Friday night who has been a long-time professional, has more wins, more experience, no knockouts than Jake Paul, and he's given it to us as part of your DAZN subscription. So first up, let's introduce his opponent. He is 10-1-1, a three-time Golden Gloves champion. Put your hands together for Andre August. And joining him, the international superstar, the ESPN Ringside's 2021 Knockout of the Year award winner, Sports Illustrated's 2021 Boxer of the Year, ESPN Ringside's 2022 Viral Moment of the Year winner, and one of Sports Illustrated's 2023 Most Influential People in Sports. He's also been awarded for his groundbreaking work to revolutionize pay equality in boxing. You heard Shadeja talking about it right now. He has great women fighting on every single one of his cards. That is what he's all about. He wants to grow boxing. He wants to become a champion, and he has a chance to take one big step in that direction Friday night. Please welcome to the stage. He's 7-1 with 4 knockouts. He is the problem child, Jake Paul. Well, Andre, I'll start with you. How did this all come about? You're under the bright lights, one of the biggest fight cards in Orlando history, and you got a chance to fight one of the most popular people on planet Earth.
He just gave me a call, and I accepted it.
What's going to happen when you step in the ring? What do people need to know about you and your skills?
December 15th. I'll see him December 15th.
He's a man of few words, unlike this gentleman sitting to my right. What's going to happen, Jake, when Andre August steps into the ring with the enigma that is you?
Look, I respect Andre as a fighter, 3-time Golden Glove champion, more experience, more knockouts. He's strong, powerful, throws good combinations. So it's going to be a war, but I just believe I'm more skilled. I'm going to pick him apart and show the world that I'm the better boxer at the end of the day. And looking for that knockout. You know, it's been too long without a knockout, so I'm going to try to deliver that for the fans at home.
This seems like a big risk for you. Why did you choose Andre as your opponent?
Look, you know, the biggest criticisms are fight a real boxer, fight someone with more experience with you, fight a real fighter, you know, all of these things. And it's time to answer that. It's time to show up, put it all on the line, take those risks, and all the influencer shit, the MMA shit is cool. It draws big pay-per-views. It's fun. It's super entertaining. There's more, you know, shit talk. But none of that was really my goal. I generated $250 million in pay-per-view revenue, right? So that's cool. But money doesn't create legacy. And for me, this is my road to world champion, and it's about getting the experience under the bright lights to actually be able to compete at the highest level and to win and to do the unthinkable and to create one of the greatest sports stories in the history of sports, to go from Disney Channel to world champion in less than 6 years. That is why I'm here. That is why we're doing this, and that's what this is all about for me. And this is the next step. And I think, getting the experience with a guy like Andre is important for that journey.
Andre, you're on a 5-fight winning streak, coming off a victory over Brandon Martin. Where are you in your career right now? How do you feel about your skills and the position you've gotten yourself into?
I'm comfortable, man, but I trained myself for a long time in my boxing career. But that doesn't change anything. I trained with some top trainers back in 2013, 14, things like that. But, I got a lot of experience from fighting in the amateurs and, well, not too much experience. I only had probably 25 amateur fights. But, in the pro world and just doing a lot of sparring and things like that. But other than that, though, I'm just, street fights, etc. I'm just born ready just to be in war. So whatever it is, come December 15th, it's going down. I'm ready.
Yeah, I've heard him predict that he's going after you in round 1. He's looking for a first-round knockout. If he does that, what happens?
We'll see December 15th. We'll see.
You're keeping all your secrets close to the vest.
Yes, sir.
Jake, have you seen much footage on Andre? What's the game plan against him?
Yeah, look, there's not, tons and tons of footage, but we're going to see, me outbox him. He can't move like me. He's not as sharp as me, skillful picking him apart, and I doubt he's going to even land a punch. So that's really what it is, sloppy feet, all that for him. So I'm going to just dust him up real quick, and you're going to see who the better boxer is.
Did you hear what he said about you? What you got to say to that? He called you sloppy, man.
Man, I'm going to leave all that talking. I'm going to leave all that talking for them women. That's not me. I don't do all that talking like that. So, I appreciate you for having me here, man. I appreciate it, at the same time. But, yeah, you in a way, and at the same time, I just ain't got time for all that talking like that. He have to do what he have to do because this is his thing. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. Let's get it on.
Have you watched his fights? What do you think about his boxing style?
Nah, I never watched his fights.
You never watched one of his fights?
I seen clips of his fight. They ask me this all the time. They asked me like 20 times already.
Wait, hold on. Did you know who Jake Paul was before they called you?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. All right, Jake, give us your final prediction, your message to your fans watching right now.
Well, I just think it's funny that his the peanut gallery is laughing, because did your coach tell you that I dropped him in sparring too, or did he not tell you that? You remember that? Because your own coach, I dropped your coach in sparring. See, he's getting all worked up because he knows what happened. Did he tell you that? Your own coach got dropped in sparring, and that was 2 years ago. That was 2 years ago when I wasn't shit. But your coach ain't tell you that. You see, he knows what I'm talking about. He says, that was last summer. He knows what I'm talking about. I dropped your coach in sparring, but he probably didn't tell you that. He probably hyping you up. So the guy that's teaching you got worked by me 2 years ago. But yeah, y'all be quiet over there. You're welcome for being here. I hope you guys like the hotel rooms that I got you. I hope you guys like the accommodations. Enjoy it. It's your last week in the sport of boxing, guys. Have fun. Keep giggling. Keep giggling.
So the final result will be what, Jake?
A knockout, add him to the highlight reel. End of story, just like all these guys who talk. I've been in the ring with UFC champions, real killers. This guy is actually nothing. You'll see. Watch. 48 hours is going down. Tune in. Have fun. Here we go.
All right, I'll give you the final word as well. What's going to happen Friday night? Will you get revenge for your coach?
Just a win for me, man. December 15th. I ain't got to do all that extra talking and stuff, so, yeah.
Well, Jake, he didn't talk much, but the women to your right talked a lot. Shadeja Green and Franchon Cruz DAZN. What's your prediction for that fight?
I can't wait. That was hype. I like the shit talk. I respect both women. I think it's going to be a great fight. I just think Shadeja has the skills to outbox her and to get the victory.
Do you believe what she says that Franchon has been ignoring her mandatory status and is avoiding fighting her? The MVP promotion got dropped in a little trash talk there as well.
For sure. Everyone's going to avoid Shadeja because before MVP, she didn't have as big of a name. So massive risk, not as big of a name. Why would anyone want to lose to someone without a big name? So, of course, there's going to be avoidance. And that happens all the time in the sport of boxing.
Jake, respectfully, I'm appreciative of the opportunity, but come on now.
This is facts.
No, it's not. I have
That's
the
why
text.
I said without
Look,
Jake
I
Paul,
follow protocol.
without
I follow
Nikisa,
protocol.
without MVP promotions, you would not know who the Sweet Terminator is.
It's
That's what the
cool.
sport of boxing
It's
is.
cool.
They can duck their
It's
mandatories
cool.
because
I
it's
did
a
not duck a
high risk,
mandatory.
low reward.
Baby, I
don't
fought
have a
steroid
promoter,
cheat. I
don't
fought
have a
Clarissa out the
platform,
gate.
but
Why would
now
I
I got a
avoid you?
powerhouse behind me,
And
and
that's
I'm gonna
amazing.
kick Franchon's
And that's
ass from point A to
And
point
that's
B,
amazing.
and I'm gonna bring the belt back to MVP, and the legacy will go on.
Thank you
Period.
for the platform as well.
That's
Thank
it.
you.
That's it.
You're doing
That's
amazing,
it.
Jake. You're doing amazing with women's
Yes, he
real
is.
talk. You're doing
Yes, he
amazing with
is.
women's boxing.
Listen,
I
let me just make this clear. Everything that everybody puts out there and says about Jake, at the end of the day, Jake is taking the risk. He's fighting a fighter. He's setting himself up for a world championship. Along the way, somebody you probably never seen before, Shadeja Green, is going to win the WBC title.
And that's
it's because of this
good. You
man
feel
right
that
here.
way. You said
How about
that
let's have
up.
a face-off
Period.
right here in the front. Shadeja and Franchon Cruz DAZN. Let's go face to
hyped.
face. Get some security up here, by the way. Come on up. Yeah, Nikisa is here. Thank you, sir.
I forgive you, champ. I forgive you. I forgive you. I do. Just keep your spit to yourself December 15th.
Now keep your mouth in your place. Don't
Okay.
disrespect me.
Keep your
you
spit
had
to
plenty of space
yourself.
and opportunity. If
Keep
you
your
felt
spit
froggy,
to-
leap.
act like
I'm a
French
leap.
on
I'm a
Cruz
leap.
DAZN.
I'm a leap.
Act like a
baby.
lady.
Hey, baby.
Act like a lady.
I'm more of a.
I forgive you.
Woo, I'm more of a man than you. Believe
Okay,
it.
I'm not trying to be a
I
man.
can't tell.
I'm a
I
woman.
can't tell.
I'm a
But you
woman.
disrespect women. You attack
I'm a
my
woman.
looks. You
Okay.
attack my grind.
Okay.
But it's okay.
Okay.
I
got it,
forgive you
ma'am.
too.
You got it, man.
I forgive you
All
too.
right.
Let's give it up, ladies and gentlemen. Friday night, world titles on the line. Franchon Cruz DAZN and Shadeja, the Sweet Terminator Green. And now for our main event, Andre August taking on the problem child, Jake Paul.
First round, brother. First round. You ready? You work on that cardio? You gonna get tired in round 3 like you do? All those muscles create that lactic acid. Big for nothing. Big for nothing. Big for nothing. Hey, did your coach tell you that I dropped him? He didn't tell you that, right? I'm gonna post it on Twitter. I'm gonna post it on Twitter after the press conference. He didn't tell you that, did he? Mm-hmm. The guy teaching you got fucking dropped. Let's go. Let's go.
Friday night, live on DAZN, the problem child is back. Jake Paul, one-on-one against Andre August. Not only does DAZN have a fantastic card Friday, but the hits just keep on going. Take a look at this incredible end to 2023 on DAZN.
Fight fans, this winter your December is on DAZN. December 9th saw an unreal battle in the Bay Area, but the fights never stop on DAZN. Unleash an unrivaled December with unstoppable global superstars, undefeated championship showdowns, and unbelievable heavyweight lineups. The unrivaled schedule, only on DAZN. Don't miss it.
It is unrivaled, ladies and gentlemen. Jake Paul versus Andre August Friday night. Saturday, it'll be Bam Rodriguez taking on Sonny Edwards in the Phoenix area. That should be outstanding. And then, of course, one of the biggest fight cards ever created. Day of Reckoning, December the 23rd. Want to thank the sponsors for Friday night's card here in Florida: Celsius, Live Fit, Essential Energy, DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours, and Universal Pictures Night Swim, only in theaters January 5th. That'll do it. From the Caribe Royale Resort, I'm Todd Grisham. We'll see you right back here tomorrow for the weigh-in. Problem Child beats the Gangsta.
Fight a real boxer. Fight a pro boxer. Problem Child is back, and I'm coming to make a statement. Andre August, 10-1. Someone is getting knocked out.